Peace, love, and black empowerment. You are tuned into the Mile High News Channel, Denver's first station for news and entertainment that is for us and by us. With your hosts, Noble Turner, Sharif Aline, Chairman Sekou, and Jesse Paris. Welcome. Peace, love, and black empowerment. Welcome back to Mile High News, family. As always, I just want to give a shout out to all our viewers and all our listeners and all of our supporters. We really appreciate y'all. Next week we got our correspondence coming up, so make sure you stay tuned in for that. Tonight we got one sister in the sister circle. I promised the sisters, but you know, some happened to where they couldn't come tonight. But we do got one sister, and that is our General Melly Queen. She is via telephone. And Sister Melly Queen, what's going on out there?
Hey, Black Power. How y'all doing tonight? Thank you, Brother Noble. I want to start out by saying salute to all black media. Continue to speak and spread the truth to our people. Family, we need to start addressing these issues in our neighborhoods, our communities. Our families are suffering.
That's right.
I see children going through depression, wanting to commit suicide, not loving themselves, not happy with what's going on. They're not being guided because we're still hurt. Family, it's time for us to do some healing. For real. And the first part of that healing, we got to look in that mirror. You got to look in that mirror and say, hey, I'm tired of this bullshit going on. Because I'm tired. These people are moving into our neighborhoods, pushing our people out, homelessness. We have people, medical kidnapping is going on, and I didn't know that this pandemic was going on. We have so many things that are working against us. And right now, if we don't start bonding and getting together and frankly separate, I don't care if anybody agrees or whatever. We need to focus on us. Stop focusing on all this other bullshit. Ain't nobody gonna give us nothing.
That's right.
Stop begging them. Stop asking them. Start doing for yourself. Start growing your own food. So if they call martial law, you don't give a damn. You ain't gonna be in the FEMA camp. Cause you're gonna be growing your food and you're gonna be trying to maintain yourself.
Right.
We gotta do better because our children are suffering. 12, 13-year-olds. They're more concerned about sex than anything. They're more concerned about these entertainers and different things. We need to get back into their lives, see what's going on with them. I had a baby say she wanted to kill herself the other day. And it sickened me to my soul. We gotta do better, family. I love y'all. We gotta focus on us so that we can save us.
That's right.
And the only way we're gonna save us is to change our minds. The evolution of our minds will be our revolution because it's not gonna be televised. I love y'all. Black Power.
That's right, Sister Melly Queen. Yes, definitely, fam. We got to stay focused on, you know what I'm saying, ourselves, like Sister Melly Queen said, and that's one of the main reasons why why we're doing this with the land. You know what I'm saying? We need to focus on ourselves, and the only way we can do that is to be to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm trying to do is I'm not trying to seclude everybody. You know what I'm saying? Of course, if you really want to, you know what I'm saying, you can go on out and be, you know, integrated and stuff. But this is for these people who want to seclude themselves to heal themselves. You know, I was watching a series, a show on Vice. If I can find it, I'll put it on. And this lady, she built a resort, you know, just to our people. You know what I'm saying? And they're saying that people going there, their high blood pressure is being helped. And you know what I'm saying? It's like medicine for us. You know what I'm saying? When we're to ourselves.
Most
So,
definitely.
so yeah, that's
Most
what we need to
definitely.
focus on. So thank you, Sister Belly Queen. We appreciate you. We love you. And you'll be on next week too as well.
All right now, Black Power,
All
okay?
right. Black Power, sis. Yeah, that's right, fam. So we got to stay focused on that. Next up, I just want to touch on something that I was, you know, reading here a couple of days ago, and it's about melanin. It's about us. You know, plenty of times through this program, I've you know, stated how we are special people. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at this, it just shows you how special we are. You know what I'm saying? The price of melanin is $353 per gram. So that's more than coltan, platinum, gold, and palladium. You know what I'm saying? There's something special about us, and they know it. You know what I'm saying? And this here is why I think you know what I'm saying? A lot of these, you know, black women are missing, and a lot of these kids, black kids, are getting kidnapped and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're extracting this out of our bodies because look what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? And all through the show, too, I've also stated that we are at war. And you know what I'm saying? They're trying to help win that war by extracting this out of us to get whatever gain that they need for us. You know what I'm saying? The sun doesn't like a certain people on this planet. And this is like a miniature sun. You know what I'm saying? That's within inside of us. So, yeah, I just want to touch on that and show y'all that this is not no game, fam. You know what I'm saying? They are, they want what we got. So, you know what I'm saying? And I think by any means necessary, they'll try to get it. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, a lot of these babies are getting taken, like Sister Melly was talking about, and man, it just, the list goes on. So we need to be mindful of that. So next up, we got our brother Sharif. He's going to be talking about Donald Trump commuting the sentence of Mr. Rob BLAGOYAVITCH. Brother Sharif.
Right on, Brother Noble, man. And, man, that's some great information that you just spit about the melanin costing $300 and something a gram.
$353.
A gram, not an ounce, a gram. And we don't know what they're using it for, man, but this government is wicked and always did experiments on the black community. But one thing I want to bring up today, because today Donald Trump commuted sentences for several people that's behind bars, but one person in particular. And this story I've been following since the beginning of it. This story goes back to 2008. And at the time, Rob BLAGOYAVITCH was the governor of Illinois. And he had worked his way up from an alderman, city alderman, to becoming not mayor, but governor of Illinois. He's worked his way up through the political process. And during that time, he built a good relationship with the black community. You know, he was hooked up with Reverend Meeks back there and a lot of black city leaders. And he was bringing tangibles to the table. Just put it that way. Also, when Rob BLAGOYAVITCH was governor, he was behind workers' rights. Some window company up there had a contract with Bank of America. Bank of America had reneged. Governor BLAGOYAVITCH came and stood with these workers, and the next day he was arrested for trying to sell Barack Obama's Senate seat. Now, when it comes to Barack Obama's Senate seat, it was a lot of people vying for it. And Jesse Jackson Jr., Jesse Jackson Sr.'s son, Jesse Jr., was vying for that seat. And they didn't want him to have it, family. So they didn't want Rob BLAGOYAVITCH to give the seat to Jesse Jackson's son. So hit by him suspending the account with Bank of America because he said the government of Illinois is no longer going to do business with the Bank of America because he was standing behind these union workers. And the very next day they arrested him for trying to sell Obama's seat. Now, he wasn't doing nothing as a governor but bartering and talking to different people to, kind of vet people to see, because it was the governor who gives the Senate seat to whoever he feels like. So he was talking to different people, and they basically brought a weak case against him to stop him from stopping business with Bank of America. That's all it was. And Trump pardoned the dude today, and it's rumored that Trump is going to be pardoning or might pardon Kwame Kilpatrick out of Detroit, who's also a brother that they gave an enormous amount of years and time to. And this brother, regardless of what you think about him, the brothers and sisters up in Detroit loved him because he was bringing tangibles to the table. So, when you're a politician out there, family, and you do something specifically to help black people, in the case of Rob Blagojevich, and one other thing, this man had continued the moratorium on the death penalty that a Republican governor named Governor Ryan had started before he did. This dude had a really good relationship, like I said, with the black community and was bringing tangibles to the table. And any politician out there that tries to specifically do anything for black people, they are, maligned, arrested, put in prison, and even murdered. In the case of John F. Kennedy and another president around the turn of the century or whatever that tried to do something for black people, that they murdered. You see what I'm saying? So white supremacy is serious, and when you get off code, they will attack you. Especially, that's why we don't really have no white allies out there, because if we have some true white allies, they're going to come after them and they're going to discredit, kill, or imprison them. So, a lot of people ain't going to stand up and fight for us, and we have to understand that. But let this Rob Blagojevich case be a case study of somebody who was white, who had a good relationship with black people and the working class people. He tried to do something to help them people, and the very next day they brought charges on him and arrested him. He went through the first trial ended in a hung jury. They retried him again, and in the year 2012 he started a 14-year prison sentence that he was serving out there in Lakewood, Colorado. So, we bringing you the news that ain't nobody else gonna bring you, ain't nobody else gonna have this type of information. Keep watching Mile High News, and donate to us, support us, like, and share. Peace, family.
That's right. Thank you, Brother Sharif. Yeah, definitely, man. So next up, we got our brother Jesse. He's going to be talking about the Lewis family versus the Goodyear Tire Corporation and the Pit Bull Band by our great mayor, Brother Jesse.
Thank you, Brother Noble. I just wanted to add about the Melanin. There's a brother by the name of Lalela Africa. He has a YouTube video called We Are Different. I advise everybody to check that out. It goes into vivid detail about what melanin is, all it encompasses, and what the fascination behind it is. But yeah, the Lewis family, so one of my Facebook friends, he goes by Bugs, he brought this to my attention. His father, who used to work for Goodyear Tire Corporation, is damn near on his deathbed as a result of his work with them, and the company does not want to pay him. He was fired unjustly. So he read a statement that he wanted me to say out loud. He said, "This is the Lewis family, and they need a plea for help to save Willie Lewis," that's his father, life from the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. This is based out of Michigan, by the way, Jackson, Michigan. Is holding Mr. Willie Lewis photos, x-rays, and all medical records, all of his retirement benefits from the contract honoring the 1972. Also, he needs his 401k, and he needs to be viral so we can save his life, because you want people to know what has been done to Mr. Willie Lewis, and also Mr. Lewis's wife, Miss Josephine Lewis, who was murdered by Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company because they helped Mr. Lewis Insurance, and if she had the proper insurance, she would still be alive. Also, please can you do a plea to help for my father? So basically, family, this Lewis family has been threatened and lost a family member as a result of this case against Goodyear Tire Corporation. Now, the brother has reached out to all the so-called social activist organizations in his area, and he's basically telling me that they've been paid off. All the lawyers that he's gotten have been paid off. So basically, nobody is willing to go against this corporation, a Goodyear Tire Company, without fear of death on their life and their person. So this brother wanted me to bring it to everybody's attention and see if anybody watching knew, if anybody that would be able to assist this brother and his family. They've been dealing with this. The brother is about 48 now. He's been dealing with this since he was 11. So this has taken a serious toll on him and his family, and he wants justice for his father. He doesn't want his father to die without getting his benefits. So that's something to look into, family. And the next thing I want to talk about was Tangibles 2020. So not only is this the year of tangibles, but this is the decade of tangibles. We are not playing. If these politicians do not have a black agenda, they are not getting our vote. And now you can see the Democrats are losing it. They have all these candidates now, these billionaires, buying for our votes. We are going to withhold our vote if our tangibles are not met. And our tangibles is $100 trillion. That's where we're starting it at. So if they're not talking about $100 trillion, family, pay them no mind. And this is for past, present, and future atrocities our people have experienced in this country. So we're serious about our tangibles, family. Don't let them scare you with anybody but Trump, or we can't have another 4 years of Trump. We've been dealing with Trump for 400 years. This is nothing new to us. What it's new to is these poor white trash and these immigrants that are coming over here benefiting off the gains of our ancestors, off the blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors. So, as I said on numerous shows, all these other groups can hold their own nuts. We got to stop caping for these groups. We got to put the focus on us and us solely. And third and last, not last, but Pitbull ruling, Michael Hancock, as I spoke on the last show, the council passed the repeal of the dog ban on pit bulls. But Michael, our current mayor, went ahead and vetoed that. And that is his first veto since he took power in 2011. And we stress the fact that if you have a ban on people, human beings, it's legal for you to survive on the streets of Denver, then why are you trying to lift the ban on pit bulls? So he vetoed that, and he's going to be meeting with the housing czar, homelessness czar by the name of Robert Murbutt. Trump had appointed him to deal with all the homeless departments, and also Ben Carson, Uncle Ben. They're supposed to be meeting in Denver at a to be announced location on Friday. So, fam, we need to keep tabs on all of this stuff, and we're serious about our tangibles. We got to stay focused. They need to pay what the hell they owe. Where the days are over of us just giving them our vote. Politics is an exchange, not a gift. Quid pro quo. If I give you my vote, I want something in return, period. So we're not giving them our vote, family, unless they produce tangibles. Thank you.
That's right. That's right. It's definitely something we're going to stay on, you know what I'm saying, especially this election year. You know, if nobody's not doing anything for you, why vote for them? And, you know, all this time, and I remember back in the day, I'm not going to say who it is, but it's somebody very close to me, they used to just give them a piece of paper and just tell them exactly who to vote for or what a business to vote for. And they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So they just went on ahead and do it. And these people pretty much, you know, fucked them up. If you want to talk frank, you know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. But, you know, you can tell that our vote is worth something. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's trying to get it.
Yep.
You know, everybody's, You never see. That's what I was saying the other day. You never seen no people talking about adding us into what's black people and this need for blacks. That's never happened in history that I remember of. You know what I'm saying? So we're starting to be real effective in this, but the only time where we're going to really get something done is when something is done. You know what I'm saying? When something is actually done, say, okay, well, I need y'all votes, black people. I'm going to put this in writing, what I'm going to do for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And we should not vote unless we get that. So, definitely. Next up, we got our brother Sekou and Sekou's Corner. Brother Sekou.
All right. Let the church say amen.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now, here we go. This week has been most interesting. And when you think about some of the things that we're talking about on this show, we need folks to get connected with Mile High News so that we can hear about what's going on in other places, all right? So folks don't get it twisted. This ain't about just this Rocky Mountain region. We're using this as a springboard to gather up information about black people all over the world. So if you're listening and looking at this, call Mile High News, schedule a time so we can sit down and talk to you about what is your concerns and how we can put that out, just like we did the Brother Lewis family, okay? And you know what? It's like, it seems like they just nickel and diamond us to death. You know what I'm saying? They bang it over here, a little bit over there, you know, the Lewis family, then here we go with the pit bulls, and then here we go with the homeless, and the enemy of homeless is having a talk about how we can fix the enemy, which is poverty, you know what I mean, that nobody want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? I've been looking at this whole election cycle, man. I ain't heard them talk about poverty one time. See, that's us, see. And we're on the bottom of the barrel, Jack. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't but one way to get up out this barrel. We're going to have to do it ourselves, Jack. That means we're going to have to shimmy up the wall. For real, for real. And we're going to have to reach back and pull up. You know what I'm saying? Then you can step on my shoulders and we got to climb up like that. You know what I'm saying? And we can do it because we've done it before. All right? But we just got distracted because we thought that we actually had achieved something. When everything we got, the pendulum swung back, and now it's all gone, and everybody else got it, and they gone too. See, they gone too. So when we talk about these issues like immigration, it's like, wait a minute. Didn't they send that boat back from Haiti when we was trying to come up in here on an emergency tip, when they had that earthquake and things? You know what I'm saying? But I didn't hear the brown community jump up, you know what I'm saying, on that. You know what I'm saying? And when they jumping on this immigration thing, they just talking about this stuff. You just hear them mentioning about the immigrants that's going through the thing and the struggle that we got to go to get here from Africa, to get here from the Middle East, to get here from Europe, to get here from Canada, to get here, to get here. You know what I'm saying? It's all about them. And they're looking for a safe city, a sacred space where they can come and chill. You know what I'm saying? And get around all the rules and regulations as if they got some special privilege. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't coming here to overthrow the system. You'll be guaranteed that. Okay? So when they come in here, you know what I'm saying? And then they want to get on top of us with an attitude and look down their nose, and then they always kissing the cracker's ass every time you see them. They're just running up to them and grinning and shit. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at these Negroes and I'm like, you must be one of them slave trading motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because you sure love a peckerwood. You dig what I'm saying? I'm talking about for real. And then you want to hook up with him and they tell you to stay away from me because I'm going to get you in trouble. It's like, nigga, you already in trouble. You know what I'm saying? You hanging out with the kidnapper, you fool. You know what I'm saying? You fool. You know what I'm saying? You see how crazy we is? We've been hanging out with the kidnapper for 500 years. We in the belly of the beast, and we chewing his ass up like it was chitlins, Jack. He can't wait to give us reparations. He want to get out of this Negro problem that's been hanging over his head for so long, and we're going to help you out. Write the check. Write the check. We will separate from you. Won't have nothing to do with you. And that's just it. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at nobody. You know what I'm saying? You can get the fuck away from me, Jack. forever. Take a rocket ship to the goddamn moon with no air. That's not important. No air.
That's right.
That's Seku's corner.
No air.
That's Sekou. That's brother Sekou. That's right, man. We need to focus on that, and a lot of us, man, really just want to separate. You know what I'm saying? And you would think you see all of this about, you know, the white supremacists, and we want you out of our neighborhoods, and we don't want you in our stores. Fine. Well, just let us get away from you. If we do this like what I'm doing, leave us the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? And let us get to our, ain't nobody worried about taking over or doing nothing or blowing up the whole world or being in power. We just want to be left alone so we can heal ourselves. And like I said in our video for Walsenburg, man, a lot of us just want to be left alone so we can heal. You know what I'm saying?
Now what's wrong with that? What's wrong after 500 years? What's wrong with
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Wanting to separate so we can heal ourselves and be left alone to be free to do what we do for ourselves as human beings, which is to grow, develop, sustain, build.
That's right.
For us.
Like I
You
said,
got a
man,
problem with that?
we are a special people. Y'all see this $353 for an ounce of you. Y'all know what I'm saying? That's some real stuff there. You know what I'm saying? So we need time alone and time to ourselves to see what that melanin is all about. Why it's worth so much. You know what I'm saying? Exercise it. Use it. Bring it out. You know what I'm saying? So peace and love. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in next week. We got our correspondence. Thank you to our correspondent tonight, Sister Melly Queen, coming in for the half of a something like a Sister Circle.
Yeah, we gonna do it.
Make sure y'all donate. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, just click that like button down there and the subscribe button down there. Make sure y'all, you know, we always accepting donations on our Cash App. That's $ of Mile High News. Please donate and support for the Unity Empowerment community. We really need y'all's help. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to really get this done, fam. You know what I'm saying? And it's looking like it's coming to light. So I'm definitely going to keep y'all updated on Mile High News and on the actual channel itself. Thank you to our donators for that again. Peace.
Peace. Power.